Our Ask the Expert series, where we invite leading experts in their fields to sit in our hot seat and answer your most asked questions. And since today is Money Monday, we're diving into our pockets for a masterclass on managing our moolah. Finance expert and the co-founder of Full Glass Wine Co., Neha Kumar, joins me this morning to share her pro answers to your most pressing questions. Hello, welcome back, Neha.
It's good to see you.
All right, so you helped set our year up for success in the finance department, right? We went through a lot of topics, but we want more. We have a lot of questions, so let's get right into it.
I love it.
One of our viewers said, this is from Paige, she said, what is the difference between our Roth IRA and a 401k, and which one is better?
So it really depends on what your goals are and what you're trying to accomplish. So I'm going to give you a couple quick facts, but basically, Paige, this is for you. You know, if you're making more than 150,000 a year as a single person, or more than 236,000 for 2025 as a married couple, you can't contribute it into a Roth. So that's the first thing. So now let's say that you're under those numbers, which a lot of us are, right? Then the essential thing that you could do is you're looking at a Roth as if a Roth is something that you're putting money into to save, but you're putting after-tax money in. And then when you put the after-tax money in, when you pull it out when you retire, you get to pull out all of the money tax-free. So the interest that you make grows and it compounds, and you get to pull it out tax-free. The difference is with the 401k, you're actually putting in the money pre-tax. So you're not actually paying any tax on the money at that point in time, but when you pull the money out later on in life, you now have to pay tax on it.
Okay.
The difference is usually later in life, you're in a lower tax bracket. You know, as you get older, you retire, et cetera. So hopefully you're saving a little bit of money there. Okay. So it really, they're two different products, and that's how you want to look at it.
And what percentage of your paycheck should you be putting into each one of these?
You know, we've talked about this in some of ours before. Some people have a 10 to 15% thing.
Okay.
My take essentially is that you need to evaluate what are all the different things that you have right now that are going on. Do you have student loan interest? Is it a high interest? You want to pay that off first.
Right.
Does your 401k at your employer, do they have a matching? Then you might want to amp up the 401k plan that you're putting into. Honestly, as long as you get started, even if it's $10 to $50, we've talked about these things before, or $100, it does make a really big difference.
Okay. All right, so our next question is from Tori. Are high-yield savings accounts still worth it?
Oh, Tori, that's such a great question. Of course they are. Especially when you're looking at short-term savings needs, high-yield savings accounts are phenomenal because you want to maximize out what you're getting on your money. Now, that doesn't take the place of long-term investments that you're looking at. So if you're looking at something for retirement or for something way down the road, you do want to look at other types of investments that you could do where you can make more money on.
Okay, and what constitutes short-term versus long-term?
Okay, that depends on you also, right? I know all these things a lot of times it depends. Typically speaking, short-term is 1 year or less.
Okay.
Long-term is going to be, you know, over a year.
And you cannot take that money out after a year? Within that year.
In a high-yield savings account, you can.
Okay.
Now, if you start to do CDs, certificates of deposits,
then you can't.
And it depends. You could do a 6-month, a 12-month, an 18-month. You could do all the way up to a 5-year. So if you put it in for 1 year, you have to wait 1 year until you can pull it out.
Okay, perfect. I know a lot of folks are looking for this. So Alec is looking for a dream home. This is his dream home. He's wondering, what are the best ways to save for a down payment?
Alec, I'm in the exact same boat right now, so I get it. I get it, right? And I'm going to take it back to what we were just talking about. High-yield savings accounts and CDs are phenomenal. You could do CDs right now in various different places. Capital One 360 has a really good rate right now for the 6-month to 12-month CDs. There's no risk for that money. You can also look at, here's an interesting thing, it's a little trick. So if you put your money into a Roth IRA, you actually can't take money out until you retire. Otherwise, you have a penalty unless you're a first-time home buyer. You can pull out up to $10,000 penalty-free.
That's great. That's a very good tip. All right, and really quickly, we have about 30 seconds. So a lot of people have this question, should I be paying off my student loans?
Now, it depends on the interest rate, right? So if the interest rates are very high, if you're looking at 5, 6, 7, 8, 10+%, you want to start paying those and chipping them down. Okay. If the interest rates are less, let's say you have them at 2.5%, you actually make more money in the bank earning interest than you do on paying that down. So you could balance out on paying down some of it and then keeping some of it in other things like your 401k.
Fantastic. Neha, thank you so much. Full of knowledge when it comes to money.